Late. If you like pigskin, the serving line is now open right here on Football Friday night. So what's on the show tonight? How about skylights? Yes, Bob Martin has fired up Sky Ranger and has been patrolling the sky for high school football. The power pole, as always, is on the show. And we talk a district. We focus on 5-5A in the district. And, of course, we have our player of the week. District 1-5A battle at Cleveland. Going into the highlights now. The defending 5A champion Storms hosting Siebel. We get started in the first quarter after everybody gets onto the field. Siebel is Derek Martinez out of the gun, rolling left, sets up, fires deep to Elijah Winfield. Great catch by the junior. Cougars are driving. Next play, Martinez with the toss to Vincent Gallegos, who does some tough running, fights his way into the end zone. We're locked up at 7 in the first. Next Storm possession, Steven Steele at quarterback, takes the snap, swings it out to John Bastian, who gets popped out of bounds. Same drive, picking up in the second quarter. Bastian dropping the snap, fumble. Siebel is Sterling Napier falling on it. Then the Cougars settling for the long field goal, and it's good, 10-7. Next Storm possession, and Keon Hami in at quarterback. Oxen left to Ramel Jordan, who makes defenders miss all the way to the house. Storm doing big things, going up 14-10. Third quarter now, and the Storm on the drive. Hami back to pass, looking deep, throws. He's got Steven Steele again. Makes the grab, spin move, off to the races, but he's forced out inside the 5-yard line. Next play, Hami with the give to Jordan, who won't be denied. He gets into the end zone, takes the Cougars defense with him. Cleveland wins big, 54-16. Oñate, 3 games into district and still looking for a win, facing Mayfield, and this series has been one-sided. And you know who's been on the good side of that. Trojans had outscored the Knights 257-47 coming into tonight, and Kavika Johnson saying, let's get it again. So getting it started for Mayfield, look at that. Splitting time with Andrew Cerna, Johnson breaking off that nice run. That's set up the touchdown by Marcus Engelman, and the Trojans are up 7-0. Then Cerna comes back into the game, and off the draw, he's doing his business. Doing it and doing it well. Getting all the way to pay dirt, and that would make it 14-0. Mayfield just rolling on this game. How about Kavika Johnson? He's going to come back in, and he's going to do his thing. Busting it into the end zone to make it 21-0. This 2-quarterback system working out very well. Second quarter now, Chris Hines tries to pitch the ball for Oñate, and Narcisco Gonzalez will break up the pitch, pick the ball, and race 30 yards. Mayfield with possession now, and what are they going to do with it? Give the ball to Marcus Engelman because he has room to run. Stiff arms into the end zone for another touchdown. Trojans go ahead and win it. 48-0 is the final. The game of the week takes us to District 2-5A. Our Lawrence Gilligan has the Battle of Manzano and Sandia. Lawrence, what's up?
Yeah, Van, the game of the week pits 2 teams that had the talent to make a run deep in the playoffs. The Manzano Monarchs are 6-1 so far this season, while the Sandia Matadors are 5-2 entering their District 2-5A matchup. How about Sandia getting hyped up for this one against Manzano Matadors, whipping out the baby blues for this important district game? You got siblings fighting over the blankets. It was that cold and windy of a night out there. Let me tell you, the cold weather didn't deter the Matadors, though. First play from scrimmage, quarterback Craig Coffin hits Brendan Barker for a 73-yard passing touchdown. It's 6-0 Sandia. Still in the first, Manzano trying to answer back. Quarterback Angel Gonzalez dropping back and finds someone in powder blue. It's Aaron Smith coming up with the interception, setting up Sandia nicely.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
Well, I think the Sandia O heard them loud and clear. Check out number 7, slinging it like John Elway, finding Barker for his second touchdown of the game. Matadors convert the 2-point conversion. It's 14-0 Sandia. The Purple Power had a hard time moving the ball. Gonzalez dropping back, and it's Barker coming up with the interception. Number 5 coming up big for his team. Kaufman scrambling for his life right now, and he's not going to do anything stupid. Check this play out. Scrambling, finding a wide open Terrence Perella for the nice long completion. He just gets touchdown inside the 1 yard line, but it's all right. Sandia gets into the end zone on the very next play. It's Kaufman with the quarterback sneak. Sandia knocks off Manzano 34-19.
Last year we were up 14-0, and they came back and beat us by 2 touchdowns. So, you know, the 2-time defending district champ, you have to play 4 quarters.
You know, your quarterback has 3 touchdown passes. Talk about how he's been playing.
He's had an exceptional last 3 weeks. He's done real well for us. He broke the school record last week in passing yards for a single game against Clovis, and he's really picked up where he left off this week.
All right, I'm talking about getting this first district win of the season. How important is it?
Oh, this is extremely important. I mean, especially against the 2-time defending district champs. We still got another 24 minutes, though, and we just want to keep working.
All right, well, big shout out to Mundo, our intern, asking the questions. What do you say, Van? There you had the game of the week. Sandia wins over Manzano big in their district rival game. Back to you.
Yeah, you let Mundo do some work out there. That's good to see. I don't know how his still picture slideshow is going to work, but
he was working on that. Who knows?
We'll see about that. A District 5 5A clash is up right now, but later in the show we'll take a closer look at that district with Albuquerque High going for the ride. For now, we get on the field with the Rio Grande Ravens and Highland Hornets. Yeah, once all the noise is made, Mustafa Mudada takes the ball on a little dump pass and fakes out our camera guy because he thinks, oh, surely he's down. No, he keeps running. That's Bobby Newcomb's little brother. Getting all the way into the end zone to make it a 14-7 advantage for the Hornets early. Then Matthias Saiz hauling in a touchdown catch for the Ravens. It would be 20-14 Highland in the second at that point. Third quarter now, Brian Medina, Rashard Ortiz slicing up the middle and still looking like he was made to do it. 30-14 Highland at that point. Highland wins the game 43-21. Our Alex Goldsmith drew the straw that had a trip to the city different. Santa Fe High and Capital both hosting tonight. Goldsmith has the skinny.
Fired up on a cold night. The Santa Fe High Demons may not have had a lot of bodies in the stands, but they were ready to go. So were the Pintos of Moriarty, though. And early on, it was the Pintos' devastating ground game getting the job done. Justin Manning lowers his head from 2 yards out and is in easily. Moriarty striking first 7-0. Santa Fe's turn now, and on 4th down, they get tricky. Taylor Chermisky to Marcus Alarid. Santa Fe catches Moriarty asleep at the wheel and gets an easy 6. After a 2-point conversion, the Demons have the 8-7 lead.
Let's go, guys. Let's go.
The celebration wouldn't last long. Ensuing kickoff, Adam Smith fielding it for the Pintos, taking it left, saying goodbye. He puts on the afterburners and leaves the hometown crowd crushed.
Nice job, nice job.
Moriarty would not look back. They ground and pound Santa Fe 62-8. Homecoming for the 1-6 Capital Jaguars with winless Bernalillo in town. However, it's the Spartans imposing their will. Already up 20-0 and trying to extend that lead before half. Victor Trujillo gets the call, not once, but twice. Big chunks of yardage for the junior. The Jaguars' D would bend, but not break. Able to hold strong on 4th down and having no problem going to the locker room for a nice cup of hot cocoa. But Bernalillo stayed plenty hot in this one. They get their first win of the year, 26-0. On the road in Santa Fe, Alex Goldsmith, KRQE News 13.
Man, hot cocoa sounds good right about now, doesn't it? It won't keep you up. Well, maybe it will. That's caffeine in it. Timeout is called. More Football Friday night is on the way. Bob Martin fires up Sky Ranger for a trip west. He has the highlights from the sky. And low numbers equal tough sledding for one football team. We'll take a look in the district. First, you take a look at our cheerleaders of the week.